With holiday dinners coming up, we thought we'd love to show you how to make the best dinner rolls you'll ever eat. Here is a list of the ingredients you will need for this recipe. Please pause the video to make note. The first thing we'll need to do is get the yeast blooming, starting off with 110 degrees milk, some butter, and some sugar. And of course, the yeast. I use active dry yeast. I like to get them blooming with the sugar because they love to feed on it. Now what you want to watch is to see that they are actually expanding just like this. Perfect. Now let's put our flour in our mixing bowl. We're going to add our salt and mix this together. Now we're going to scramble up a little egg here. We're going to add this in with our yeast mixture. Quickly stir this together and then add it to our flour. Now we want to get this moving fast, so let's mix the flour and the yeast mixture. I'll speed this up a little bit, let you see how it's going to look. It's going to be a little bit wet, and it's not going to come together as perfectly as you're going to expect at first, but trust me, we'll get there. Now you want to flour your surface and let the dough out onto your work surface. Just like so. Looks messy, doesn't it? Don't worry, it's going to come together just fine. And now we start the kneading process. Now, most people don't need enough. You cannot overwork this dough if you are using your hands. Now, if you're using a stand mixer, it is possible to overwork the dough, but when you're doing this by hand, trust me, it takes about 10 minutes and you don't have any problems with your dough. Whew, what a workout. Now we want to form a nice little ball. Bring all of the outer edges to the bottom, just like this. And when you push in and the dough bounces back, you know you're ready. Put some oil in a bowl, and this is going to need to be big enough for your dough to rise 2 times its size. All right. Get some oil all over your dough mixture and then cover it with some saran wrap. Now, I like to pop this in my oven with the light on. It's a warm area. There's no temperature on in the oven, but it just seems to do well. And as you can see, we're about 2 times our size. We're going to punch it down and we're going to bring it out onto our work surface. Now we're going to want to knead this a little bit more. Get all those bubbles moved around and get the gluten worked perfectly for our wonderful dinner rolls. I did this for about 5 minutes. Time to form a ball. Again, bringing all the outer edges down. And then the way I like to form my rolls is by cutting everything in half. So I cut the big ball in half, then cut that second half again. Create 2 new balls so that I can try to get everything as equal as possible. If you want perfectly equal rolls, get a scale. Weigh out each portion to make sure that they are perfect in their weight. Now we're going to flatten these out a little bit and get these worked up a little bit more. Yes, it's a lot of work to make these rolls perfect, but trust me, in the end, it's all worth it. Again, we're going to want to make the outside of our rolls taut. Bring all of the ugly section to the bottom of the roll like so. You can also place your hands face up, which works a little better, I found out a little later. And we've got all these done. As you can see, my rolls are not perfect, but I guarantee you they will taste perfect. And we'll get this last one situated. And as you can see, palms up works a little bit better. Now we need to place this onto our baking sheet and let these proof for another hour. Hey guys, have you hit that subscribe button yet? Do you realize that helps our channel out a lot? It also makes sure that other people like you looking for this type of recipe can find them on YouTube. Alright, look, we've got these doubled up. We're going to take an egg wash, just an egg scrambled up nicely, and we're going to baste the top of these rolls to give them a beautiful golden brown when they cook. Now be careful when you're brushing this egg wash on. You don't want to push too hard. It will cause your rolls to deflate if you do. Just lightly coat the top. Now I like to add a little salt to the top of my rolls. It gives a nice added flavor, and you can choose to do it or not. Now we're going to put this in a 375-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on your oven. And look at how they come out. Beautiful, shiny, golden, luscious. I hope that you can find these on your table this Thanksgiving, or any holiday for that matter. In fact, you don't even have to wait for a holiday to make this happen. They're great any night of the week. Thanks for stopping by Uncle Bill's Kitchen. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe for future updates.